welcome back to another episode of Raving and Reviewing. My name is R, and this is my co host V.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Today we're reviewing another episode of Marvel's What If. What if Doctor Strange lost his heart instead of his hands?
Mm-hmm.
And man, what are these long titles?
I know, I know, but I guess this is what happened.
Yeah, no, I mean for
It,
episode titles, they're very long, but
they are.
this was the best episode yet.
Oh God, yes. It was so much fun to watch. It's
They,
prettier too. I feel like the lighting issue that we had in the other ones that
Mhm.
it didn't play a factor into this.
Yeah, I
And
think Doctor Strange's face works well as a cartoon.
yeah, he looks like Doctor Strange. Like in the last episode, I kind of was seeing, oh, like this person doesn't really look like they're actors, right? Like
Yeah,
besides the Hulk, like Scarlett Johansson didn't really look like Black Widow.
that's
And
because they didn't use her. So
yeah,
she's being sued. She's suing them. That's why they are like,
that's
we're not
right.
using
That's what
her
she's
face.
mad. Yeah, that's what
Can't
she's
use
mad.
her face either
Did she
from
voice it?
no someone else.
I think we talked about this last week, but I forgot.
No,
Yes.
but this one it's impressive because almost all the actors are the voices. So
Mm-hmm.
like Doctor Strange is whatever Benedict Cumberbatch.
Mm-hmm.
Christine is the what's her name?
Rachel McAdams.
Rachel
Rachel.
McAdams.
Yeah.
Um, Wong is Wong. I don't know his name, but Wong is on the come up right now.
And the ancient one is also that lady from
Tilda
Narnia. Tilda
Swanson.
Swanson.
Ron Swanson's
I was I
sister.
was just thinking that.
No, but it's cool that like they actually had a full cast of like people that actually are the real people,
Mm-hmm.
and it sounds right. And
Yeah.
they introduced a new concept of absolute point,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't. I like the idea of it. I didn't like where they put it
Why not?
because in the main story he didn't lose his hands, so like it's not like his Christine doesn't die, so it's not an absolute point.
That is okay. All right. But maybe it's an absolute point in
In
this like
this
multi
universe, yeah,
this
I
universe,
guess.
right? It has to so in that absolute universe, no matter what he did, he must have just hurt his hand some way somehow.
So, like to me, the absolute point meant it happens every time, everywhere, or it's not. It's not absolute point, or I don't care for it as much.
To me, it's like in
I
that
get
universe,
it. It's just for this, yeah,
certain things just has to happen. Right?
yeah.
So it's like Iron Man has to be Iron Man, and Captain America has to be Captain America, no matter what they do in that universe.
I guess, yeah. I guess if you do it to that one rule, but I thought if
Yeah,
they made that rule of absolute point, I wish it was a steady amongst every timeline.
everything. Yeah,
Like there's always going to be, what would the example be? I mean, I guess what if breaks that because they're doing what if.
they're doing what if? Yeah, exactly. It's harder to do it, I think, throughout the whole universe because then if they want to pop certain stories in and
Mhm.
rewrite certain things, it's harder to do if they're like, oh, this has to happen because then eventually the story will fall into that same kind of cycle of like the
That's
formula
true. I guess, yeah. But
gets copied over to Doctor Strange and it will be boring.
so I guess they changed a few things. If Christine accepts to go to dinner with him versus in the movie, she's like he goes alone,
Hmm.
and then like the second one is he gets into a car crash no matter what, and then she dies every time,
Hmm.
even if he's driving, she's driving, he changes. And I was like, what if he just doesn't go?
She died either way, I think some
Yeah,
other
I was,
way.
but he didn't try not going.
Yeah. The first like 10 minutes of that episode is just you see poor Christine just die over and over again. She's just dying.
Hmm.
That's the only role. But it kind of reminded me of like and you might not get this reference, but in Harry Potter there's the stone that brings back people that have died.
Yeah.
And in the story that they tell of the brothers, 'cause the Hollows used to belong to a set of three brothers, and one of them uses the stone to bring back his fiance, but because she is already dead and she doesn't belong in our world,
Hmm.
she kind of gets depressed and withers and dies anyway. So that kind of reminded me of Christine. Like no matter what he does, she just doesn't belong in this world. So she
Okay,
kind
yeah.
of dies. Yeah, it. That's kind of what it reminded me of as I was watching it.
Okay, no, I can see that. And was that in the movie with the Deathly Hollow scene?
Yeah, it's like that little pretty drawing that they
Yeah,
did.
I really like that.
Yeah, it was nice. We should review Harry Potter.
You could.
You seem so unenthused by that idea.
Only if we review Fantastic Beasts.
Oh yeah, you'd rip it a new one. That's why we have to keep you away from that. You fall asleep again.
Yeah, fall asleep in theaters. Not
Exactly.
fun. Wasted $20.
It kind of reminded me also of like a time loop because we were talking about the video game Hades. And I
Yeah,
was like, this was kind of just like a time loop. It just kept happening over and over again. Also, like him with was it Dormammu in the first movie?
Dormammu, yeah.
Yeah, he's
Hmm.
just kind of in a time stuck in a time loop with them. So it's kind of follows the Doctor Strange themes.
Yeah, I think it's definitely like Doctor Strange has a time stone, definitely time related consequences of breaking time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
2021 is the year of the time loop.
Yeah.
I mean, Hades came out last year, but it's everywhere this year.
Right. It became famous this year.
Yeah.
I did get a little confused with the concept of so I guess in this story, after Christine dies and he is determined to save her, he sees the ancient one and she kind of warns him against doing this because she says, okay, this is gonna happen no matter what. And they fight and she says she splits him in two. I
Yeah.
didn't understand that. Even in the end, I was a little confused. I wish they made like that a little bit more clearer. But I went back and watched it, and I guess I just missed. There was this one quick scene with him drinking the tea, which you pointed out. I kind of
What's he not drinking? He's just staring out the window, and Wong comes
but
over.
Wong is a
He's like, I know you're about to do something stupid. Come
yeah
drink some tea instead.
yeah
And
yeah
that's where it
yeah
splits, I guess.
yeah that scene. I went back actually to watch it because I completely missed it.
Because I guess every time he went back, and then she dies, and then he stares out the window. So I guess
Mhm,
and then he goes back again. I mean, I guess they shorten it. They don't show it every time, but
mhm,
more like a montage of her dying than
mhm. The
him
time,
going back to the room. But I guess
yeah.
whenever she's like, "Oh, I'm dead, but I'm using the last of the dark dimension's power to send you this message, like, don't do it. And if you
Mhm.
do it, it's gonna end up bad no matter what."
Yeah.
Um, so she splits the single universe into two, and two Doctor Stranges exist. So this
Mhm.
whatever one that actually maybe just went to have tea with Wong instead, and then the one that actually uses the I
The
guess he goes to the temple and finds uh Obeng, the the guy in the temple. I don't know his name.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Obeng. I don't know how to
Yeah.
pronounce it.
I don't know.
And
I know who you're talking about.
yeah, and then it mentioned Calix. I forget. I don't know how to pronounce that.
The book.
The book. Well, the book is where in the movie they steal the pages from the book
Mhm.
about his time stone.
Mhm.
And like releasing Dormammu. But that same guy, so people are saying that guy in the temple is him in the future. Like he's just not there yet.
Oh. Okay.
But I don't think he's that important for this. But just like in the
Okay.
temple, he finds out that to get stronger, he needs to absorb different monsters. So he
Yep.
summons all different creatures,
All of them.
and he's
The
becoming
Hydra, we
evil.
thought, right? Or whatever, the squid monster in the first
Yeah,
episode.
yeah. The last one is the squid from
Yeah.
the first episode,
Yeah.
and Shumagorath. I have no fucking clue.
All these
The
names.
internet is
Liking it.
is assuming that this creature is this Shumagorath, the one-eyed tentacle monster.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure they're copying Starro from DC, but no, it's not related. Um,
It's fine.
whatever it is, it seems like that's some all multiversal being that's super strong,
Uh-huh.
and he killed some of it, and he
Yeah,
absorbed
he
their
like
power.
observed a lot of the power and then he turned into a monster himself. He looked so creepy.
He started to look like a vampire. Then he got
He
worse.
did. And then he had all these like weird like wings and whatever attached to his back. Just
Yeah,
he kind of looked like the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
yeah. I mean, the one I found weird was like he's like, I don't do bugs, insects, and then he kind of like rejected. I wonder what that was a reference to.
Yeah, I didn't get that. I
Is
don't
that a
know if
Spider-Man reference?
it
When he did
or
the one thing, he looked like Doc Ock.
yeah, that looked cool. I like that.
Yeah.
As the little tentacles coming out of his side. I
Mhm.
was like, yeah, that's Doc Ock.
Like they reference in the movie.
Maybe. Maybe. I mean, they're trying to
Um,
up.
yeah. And then I guess like he stops. I guess he saves Christine in this one timeline, but she doesn't like him because he's a monster.
Yeah. And then she's
And
disappearing, right? Because the world is kind of
yeah, and the
collapsing.
world is disappearing on both
Yeah.
sides. And then the two Doctor Strange fight each other. And then
The
I think
Watcher.
there's a fake out. There's a fake out in there.
There is?
Like it shows that like the good Doctor Strange just dies.
Yeah, I think everything just disappears in that universe, right? Because he pleads with the Watcher. He sees the Watcher as a
Yeah, he
universe
sees the Watcher and he's like,
away.
Fix this for me." And he's like, "Nah,
Yeah.
I'm good."
No. He's like, you did what I told you not to do it. Now this is your consequences. You reap what you sow.
Yeah,
He turned into like a little like the universe turned into like a diamond or jewel
yeah.
or
It's like
something.
a little like crystal jewel that like he's just like trapped in.
I'm never gonna look at my earrings the same again.
I mean, it's like, where's this evil Doctor Strange? Is he coming back? Because from the trailers, it seems like he is going to meet Captain Carter at next episode, last episode.
Yeah, right. They are definitely they. I think they're gonna all show up at the end of in the like I had the theory the first episode we did of What If. They're
Hmm.
all like all these stories are gonna merge at the end of the series.
I would think that makes the most sense. Like, why just
But
have
they haven't
standalone
done it
episodes?
yet. Why haven't they done it yet? That's weird.
I don't know, but also the Watcher. He's been more like non-transparent. Like
Prominent.
he's more prominent each episode. Like he's just
Yeah.
like the eyes. Then you see his head. Then he's more solid.
Yeah.
Now today, like you see Doctor Strange notices him.
Yeah, yeah, he talks to him actually.
So like I'm assuming it gets to the end where he has to interfere
Yep.
because his whole thing is like I don't interfere. I just watch.
I just watch
And
eventually.
like it's gonna do something enough for him to have to interfere.
He's like the Eternals.
I mean,
He
I
just
don't know anything about the
there
Eternals yet. I
eventually.
yeah, they can't
Okay.
interfere.
Yeah,
Maybe he's
exactly.
the one that told him not to interfere.
Yeah, it could be. You know what? In Eternals, like in the trailer, I thought that little weird looking like head with like the red holes in it. I thought that was the Watcher.
Yeah, yeah, everything. Yeah, everyone was saying that.
Yeah, but I guess not. It's not. I don't know. I think this was an interesting episode. I like the way it kind of ended sad. I'm like, this is the most depressing thing I've ever seen. The world just
Hmm.
kind of collapsed because this one guy couldn't get over his girlfriend.
Yeah.
That he apparently, it kind of seemed like he's only been. Oh no, it looked like they had a relationship actually in the show.
So this, yeah, this it seemed like they were dating versus the other one. It's
Yeah,
kind of like they're kind of like she likes him for sure, but he's a dick.
yeah,
So
yeah. I thought, you know what? I thought they had like a one night stand or something. For some reason, that's the story I remember. And then I remembered it's a Marvel movie, and that's probably not the case.
yeah, no,
Yeah, I
I
mean,
mean,
I liked it. I think this was a really good, solid episode. A lot of it is just Doctor Strange. You kind of just see Doctor Strange, and he's interacting with a couple of people here and there. So you see him interact with that one guy at the bookstore, Wong,
the
and
bookstore, the temple.
the temple. I saw a book there. The temple with the books, right?
Yeah,
Isn't that what he gets like the spell on his face?
yeah. I mean, when he goes to the temple, there's like this one pink, whatever cherry blossom tree or something,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, oh, is this where Black Panther's father is when they dies,
Oh.
like the vibranium tree.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
Could
it's
be.
not. I don't think it
He's
is.
him, right? Could be. I don't know. A solid episode though. I really did enjoy this one.
Yeah, I think it was definitely like the best of the four. I think
Mm-hmm.
this was the first episode I felt like it didn't have pacing issues where I'm like it's too short or trying to
It was
rush
longer, I
a movie.
think.
It was longer by 2 minutes.
That's it.
Yeah.
It felt
It was like
longer.
35 or 36 minutes.
Okay. Okay. Usually
But
it's like 32.
yeah, it's like 33, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. I think they should go for an hour for these, honestly.
I'm telling you, the last one they will. I'm telling you. It's just gonna like blow shit up at the last episode.
Yeah.
Everyone's just gonna meet everyone. It's gonna be chaos. They're gonna do like what they did in Infinity War, where everybody just kind of merges and
Oh yeah,
meet.
that would be cool. I mean, there is gonna
Yeah.
be. I don't. Do you think there's only 6 episodes?
There's gonna be a second season though, right?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like the trailer has shown so many things that how are they gonna recap that in 2 episodes? Like, there's the wrestling Spider-Man. There's the Tony Stark meets Killmonger. There's a zombie episode.
Mm-hmm. That's
There's like
next.
the Avengers Unite episode,
Yeah. Wasn't
and then
that the
there's
one?
Doctor Strange meets Captain Carter. There's a
Yeah.
lot going on still.
They might be 12, not 6.
It's possible because
It'd be
Hawkeye doesn't
6
come out till
hours.
November 24th.
Yeah.
It's like it would be weird for this to end and then there's nothing. But then
Yeah.
there could be a break. Why does it have to be rushed?
That's true.
Like they got Star Wars, the
They
anime show
have.
coming out next week or 10 days or so.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
also not clear if that's all coming out one day or it's gonna be like episode by episode.
Yeah. They're saying 4. How is it only 4? Oh, I guess only
Or
4.
they're out.
Yeah, they're not. They're not. I can't find a reference to how many episodes there. Okay, and we'll conclude on October 6th.
Oh, okay. So we do got a bunch of episodes left.
Yeah, we still have. Count that for me. I can't do that math.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more episodes.
5 more episodes. Okay.
Oh, so maybe
Well,
it's 9 like WandaVision.
6. Yeah, 9 makes more sense. Okay, so we got 9 episodes to go. And then when is Hawkeye coming out? You said
November 24th.
November 24th. Okay. So it's still
It's still far away.
yeah, still quite a way to go. All right.
Okay. No, I think they're definitely getting somewhere with this plot,
Yeah, I think it's
like
finally getting
overarching
good.
plot. Like
Not
there
that the
is
last few
something.
episodes were not good, but yeah, like you said, overarching plot is definitely now starting to peek through. I just
Mhm.
wish it didn't take so long because the first episode felt so like it was not that much fun to watch, and we were very excited for like the way it was drawn, and then it
Mhm.
didn't looking as good either. So, but now I'm excited to see. I think now it's going to show that oh they really can do a lot because it's not only animated, but because if there's characters that we haven't seen in a while, they can bring them back just because it's all they need is a voice actor close enough, which they've been doing. So
No,
excited to see them kind of merge a lot of these stories and see what happens at the end. I guess.
I did like that the director actually of the original Doctor Strange movie from 2016
Uh-huh.
like tweeted the other day like I can't believe they changed my story to like
This.
make it even cooler. Like make a cooler
Oh.
story out of like what my main script was.
So he was kind of complimenting them low key. I get it.
Yeah, no, he's definitely like super impressed with like what they did with
Yeah.
like the basis of his movie and then made it into like a whole new concept.
Yeah. Yeah. Makes sense.
And he said he wasn't approached and like consulted on anything. They kind of just like read
Did
his
it?
drafts and then just made it.
Yeah. I don't know who the writer. Are there different writers every? I'm guessing, right? Different writers for every kind of
I
art.
haven't looked into that for this show. Like
Okay.
who's animating them and who's the directors and stuff. Like are they all the same?
Mm-hmm.
But it seems like the style is the same for each one, so the artists may all
Mm-hmm.
be the similar.
Yeah, yeah. So then the writers are probably all the same too. I can't imagine them getting new writers for a 30-minute episode every week.
No, no.
Yeah, yeah. But all in all, story's moving further along. Doctor Strange, and his, just the depressing ending, his arc in this episode as well was very interesting. They did have some of the cool movie graphics in it too. I thought that was cool, right? They had
Yeah,
not as much, but they had it a little bit. But yeah, it was really good.
yeah. I can't wait to see more.
Yeah,
And I think that's just it for this week.
yeah, that's it. All right, talk to you guys next week.
Okay. All right. See you next time.